Okay, let's have a look at some shape work now. This is something called regular polygons. Polygons are just shapes. The word regular means all the sides are the same length and all the angles are the same size. So for example, if I give you a six-sided shape, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so, that is known in maths as a regular hexagon. And a regular hexagon has got 6 equal sides, and we denote that the sides are the same length. We show that they're the same length by putting little dashes on like this. So if you see a shape with dashes on like that, it means all the sides are the same length. So that there has got 6 sides, it's got 6 equal sides, it's called a regular hexagon. And as well as the sides being equal to each other, what you'll find is that all the angles, these are called inside or interior angles of the shape, all these angles would be identical to each other for any regular shape. So that's an example of a regular hexagon. Now what I'm interested in showing you in this particular video is something called outside angles or exterior angles. And exterior angles are very simple. If I take one of the sides, for example this side here, and I just extend it with a ruler, I'm doing it freehand, but you should use a ruler, like so, you create an angle outside the shape, outside there. And that is known as an exterior angle in maths. So when we talk about a regular hexagon, I could extend that side on, like so, and so you've got another outside or exterior angle there, this angle there. And I could extend this side on, and likewise that side on, and that side on, and that side on, and you'll end up with 6 outside angles, just like you've got 6 inside or interior angles. So if I just flip the sheet over to show you what I'm talking about, let me just show you this particular picture here that I'm looking at is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided shape. All of the sides I'm putting dashes on to show you that it's a regular shape. There it is, the 6-sided shape. And I've extended already for you to see these 6 lines. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 outside angles. So we've got 6 exterior angles in this shape. Now there's a fact that you've got to know about exterior angles, and this fact is true for any shape. Doesn't matter how many sides it's got, whether it's got 3 sides or 20 sides, doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a regular shape, it could be any old shape. So for example, this shape here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's got 9 sides. That shape there is known in maths as a nonagon. So what I'm going to tell you now is true for that shape, just as it's true for that shape, just as it's true for this shape up here. What we're going to see is that if you add up all the outside angles of any shape at all, they always add up to 360 degrees. So that's a fact you've got to learn. So this is a fact you learn off by heart. All exterior angles, I'll write it down here, add up to 360 degrees. And you must know that. That's a fact to store away and you can use whenever you need it. Now if you look at this situation here, if I know that all these 6 exterior angles that I've got add up to 360 degrees, I can put them equal to 360. Now that means if I want to work out what one of them is, so one exterior angle, well, they're all the same size. I've already told you they're all the same size. So all you've got to do is a sum, 360. If you share it by 6, because there's 6 of them, you get an answer of 60 degrees. So for a 6-sided shape, which is a regular hexagon, each of these outside angles must be 60 degrees. And that is a calculation they may well ask you to work out. So let me show you what I mean in a typical GCSE question. So if I go onto the shape above, now the shape above is not a hexagon. The shape above has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-sided shape, and that's called a regular pentagon. A regular pentagon. And a regular pentagon has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exterior angles. Now let's say in the exam, the examiner asks you to work out the size of angle X. and that is the size of one of the outside angles, one of the exterior angles. So how do we work it out? Well, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exterior angles, so you write 5 exterior angles, and they must equal, well, the fact that you learn, which I wrote down here before, all exterior angles for any shape add up to 360. You learn that fact. So if there's 5 of them, you say 5 exterior angles equals 360. So one of the outside exterior angles will equal 360 shared by 5 this time, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 identical angles. And if you work that out, you'd get an answer of 72 degrees. So x in that picture is 72 degrees. And that would be 72, that would be 72, that would be 72, that would be 72, that would be 72. So they all add up together to give 360. So that's how you work out the outside or exterior angle outside there for a regular pentagon. Now we've done the regular hexagon, the outside angles were 60. So if I now have a look at a different shape, let me introduce this sheet here with different shapes on. For this top shape here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different sides. So that is known in maths as a regular octagon. And a regular octagon has got, as I've drawn for you to see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 exterior angles. So if I was to say to you in an exam, let's calculate x, if the question says calculate x, and that x is an outside angle, this is what you would do. You would say there's 8 exterior angles, and they must add up to 360, because they always add up for any shape to 360, the outside angles. So if we've got 8 and they're all identical for this shape, one of these exterior angles, one exterior angle would be equal to, you take the 360 and you simply share it by 8. Okay, if you share this by 8, you go 8 into 360, 360 share by 8, it goes 45 times. So that tells you that that angle there is 45. So x will be equal to 45 degrees. That would be 45, that would be 45, that would be 45. So would that, so would that, so would that, so would that. Okay, so that's how you work out for a regular octagon. Let's do one more. This here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-sided polygon, which is a regular decagon. I'll write it down underneath. This is a regular decagon. Now if I wanted to work out, let's say I call this outside angle there x in the picture, so that's labelled x, and it says calculate x in the question. This is what you do. It's a 10-sided shape. There are 10 outside angles, so you would say 10 exterior angles must equal 360 degrees. So if you want to work out what one of them is, one exterior angle would be the 360, and because they're all the same size, you'd share it by 10. And that's nice and easy, 36 degrees. So in that picture, each one of these outside angles is 36 degrees. So therefore x in the picture would be 36 degrees. And that would be the end of that question. So there you go, there's an introduction to regular polygons and exterior angles, how you work out the exterior angle for any regular polygon. That's the end of this particular video.